group of boys lifted their wooden sticks and shoved a boy forward. As the walls behind him were about to close in, the boy desperately pleaded with his companions to spare him, as if there was something utterly terrifying behind those walls that were about to shut. However, the boy's frantic begging failed to awaken any sympathy from his peers, until the gap between the walls could no longer accommodate him. Left with no choice, the boy was forced to retreat into the enclosure. This scene completely stunned Jack, who had only recently arrived, but the boys who had just taken action seemed to be well accustomed to it. As it turned out, behind them stood a colossal movable maze, with the boys imprisoned at its very center. Although the interior appeared to have grass and trees, the towering walls surrounding them, reaching heights of over 100 meters, were incredibly oppressive. Every day, the gate at the center of the walls would slowly open, allowing the boys to enter the maze and search for a way out. 3 whole years passed, yet not a single person managed to find an exit leading to the outside world. Each night, the maze's gate would automatically close, and the sound of monsters roaring would emanate from within. To ensure their long-term survival, the boys established a basic order for their daily lives. The physically strong and fast runners were tasked with entering the maze to search for an escape route, while cooks were responsible for growing crops to sustain their existence. Every 30 days, a new person and supplies would be delivered through a secret passage within the maze. Jack was the most recent addition, and like everyone else, his memories had been erased. When Jack first encountered the other boys, his instinctive reaction was to run away. His bewilderment only invited ridicule from the others. It wasn't until Bruce, the leader, explained everything to him that Jack realized the predicament he was in. Bruce kept telling him not to go near that place, but Jack thought the cracks in the wall might be the way out. Ignoring their attempts to stop him, he eagerly expressed his desire to leave. Suddenly, a loud noise interrupted their argument. When they turned around, they discovered that the massive, heavy door had begun to slowly close. As the enormous gears turned, the entrance that had been there moments ago was now completely sealed. It was hard to imagine what would happen if someone were standing there. This was the first time Jack witnessed the true terror of this prison. Deep in the night, various sharp and piercing sounds would emanate from within the maze. Carl informed Jack that these noises indicated that the maze's internal structure was shifting and changing. Additionally, the intermittent roars of monsters could be heard. To understand the maze's layout, each day, boys who had undergone rigorous training would enter the labyrinth. Only the strongest and fastest runners could make it out before the maze closed, as no one could survive a night inside. Hearing all this, Jack found it unbelievable, but he quickly learned about the dangers firsthand. He was assigned to dig for fertilizer in the forest, but as soon as he started, a man suddenly appeared behind him and lunged at him without a word. The man tightly gripped Jack's neck, and as the pressure on his throat increased, Jack felt like he was about to suffocate.